Hi everyone, my name is Lisa, and today I wanted to tell you about emotions. So a few days ago I was feeling very sad, and at some point I was like, why am I sad? What's going on with my life? Why am I feeling like this? What has been happening? And then I realized I just need to be with the emotion. Yesterday I was excited, and then the day before I was feeling happy, and tomorrow I'm going to feel a different way. And the thing is that we live in a society that doesn't want to feel the complicated emotions, the difficult emotions. We want to fix everything. We don't want to just stay in the moment, especially with emotions. How many times have you heard or have you said, don't cry? And that's because we're not able to deal with the suffering of ourselves and the suffering of others. And emotions are the way that we're able to deal with what's going on with our lives. Sometimes we know where this emotion is coming from, and sometimes we don't. And we just need to let it be. So what's important is for us to realize that emotions come like in a package. So we're not able to feel all the love and bliss and happiness in our lives when we don't want to feel the sadness, the difficult ones, the difficult emotions, the complications. They're all come in a package. So if we close ourselves to feeling all these difficult emotions, we also are closing ourselves to feeling all the good emotions. And then we realize what's going on in our lives. Why are we having these difficult moments? Why can't we connect with love, with bliss, with beauty, with happiness? And that's because we are not dealing with the other side of the emotions. And emotions are just, like I said, they're just the way that we are able to deal with what's going on in our lives, whether we know where is it coming from or we don't. That's just the way that we deal with it. So when we don't deal with this emotion, when we don't accept them, when we don't just sit and feel our emotions, we keep them inside. And how many times have you heard about anger affecting the liver, for example, grief affecting the lungs, fear, the kidneys? When we keep our emotions inside of us, they will come out as illnesses. So it's going to be more difficult to deal with the situation because it has gotten more complicated. It's more difficult to see where is it coming from. And what happens that even if we're not able to deal with the situation after we have the illness, then our descendants will have to deal with the emotions that we're not able to deal with. We see this constantly in family constellations. We are dealing with emotions that don't belong to us, but belong, for example, to our ancestors. We are dealing with a grief from a loss that has been generations ago, that happened generations ago, and we feel depressed, we feel confused, we feel frustrated, and we don't know why. And that's because the difficult and the hard emotions that we're not able to deal with in our lives, then the descendants will do it for us. So whatever we're not able to deal with in our life, our children will have to do it for us. So this is why it's so important to deal with these emotions, to learn to work with the emotions, to accept the emotions. In family constellations, we're constantly working with emotions, and when you are in a group setting, the first thing you do is that you clear your mind from your thoughts, from judging, from criticizing. You just center yourself and feel, you connect with your emotions. And this is why, one of the reasons why family constellations is such a powerful work, because it helps us connect with the emotions that we have inside. It helps us release these emotions that we haven't allowed ourselves to be released. It helps us heal, because those emotions that we keep inside of us are making some kind of illness in our body. that when we're able to release those emotions, then we're able to heal, to feel better, to have a more fulfilling life, to have a more healthier life, to have a more happier life. And this is why it is so, this is a technique, a method that is so powerful, that helps us connect with ourselves and understand and connect and live our emotions. So if you want to know more about family constellations, my website is coachingandconstellations.com. My name is Lisa, and thank you for listening to this. Have a wonderful day. Bye.